Now let's start with the corner blocks. There's 4 of these, and I'm just going to show you how to do one. It's the same design as the big center block. The pieces are just smaller. A refresher on how to get this started. So we sew on this side, which is the back side of the block. Everything will be face up on this side. So we need to start by gluing down or pinning down the center block. I like to use glue. It's temporary fabric glue. It's a little dab on there, and then press this down in the center. So that's A1. The next piece is A2. So we're going to fold over the paper on the line between A1 and A2. Trim off the 1/4 inch seam, or trim down to the 1/4 inch seam. So we have a 1/4 inch left there. We're going to take our A2 piece, and from the back side, flip it down. And with this pattern, you just need to center it because it's symmetrical. Flip it over and sew along this line right here. Again, reduce the stitch length so that the paper is easy to tear off when we're finished. Press that over. Again, I'm just using a little bit of water from this Clover water pen, and it makes a nice flat seam. The next piece is A3. So again, folding over the paper along that line between A1 and A3. Trim it down to a 1/4 inch. Add the next triangle, center in the middle, flip it over, and we're going to sew along this line. Press it over. Okay, next one is A4. That's still wet. I'm going to dry it off a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we have some stitches here. We need to pull the paper away. And also, because we have 2 pieces, A4 and A5, that are basically the same, I mean, they're exactly the same. So I'm going to trim both sides before sewing on A4. So I'm going to fold at the A4 line, putting the ruler down for the 1/4 inch. Fold on the A5 line. And if you were using a regular ruler, you're going to find the 1/4 inch line on the ruler, line that up with the fold, and cut along the ruler. So you don't have to have the special add a 1/4 ruler. You can use a regular ruler. You just have to be careful that it doesn't slide. This one with the groove on it, it does stay put and it doesn't slide around. Okay, so now we're going to do A4. And it really doesn't matter which one you do first, they're exactly the same. But we'll follow the numbers. Turn it over and sew along this line. And we've already trimmed for A5. So let's just press this over so we don't accidentally sew it into the next seam. Center it across there and then flip it over, and we are going to sew along this line. And that will complete our center triangles. Good pressing. Okay, so next we're going to do the cream triangles. And again, we have A6, A7, A8, and A9. Since 6 and 7 are the same, I'm going to trim both of those at the same time. Pulling the paper away from any previous stitching so that we're able to fold that. So folding on the A6 line, trim the 1/4 inch, fold on the A7 line, trim the 1/4 inch, okay, so we're going to start with one of the cream triangles here. Same basic process, center it, line it up with the trimmed 1/4 inch, turn it over, and we'll sew along this seam, this line. So one of the difficult things with quilting is getting an accurate 1/4 inch seam. But with paper piecing, you're sewing on the lines on the paper, so you don't have to worry about getting an accurate 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay, that was A6. We'll go to A7 next. Line it up with the cut 1/4 inch seam, center it, flip it over, and we're going to sew down this line. Press it over. Okay, now we're ready to do the last two triangles, 8 and A9. Again, I'm going to tear away the paper from the previous stitches. And then folds on the A8 line. Trim the 1/4 inch. Fold on the A9 line. So again, just line it up along the trimmed 1/4 inch, center it on the block, and sew along this line. Set open. Now we'll add the last cream triangle on the corner here. Line it up, center it, turn it over, and then we'll sew along this line. Okay, just trimming my strings. Trimming my strings. Let's press this. And there we have our corner block. Before we sew these together, we will be trimming the very edge here, leaving us a 1/4 inch seam allowance. That's what the dotted line is for. So you just want to make sure that all your fabrics extend beyond that dotted line.